The few rule over the many. The terms communism and socialism are frequently confused. Communists and socialists both seek public ownership or regulation of the principal means of production, but most socialists, here's where we are at the current time. We're in the beginning stages. You say, how long have they been working toward this socialist communist goal? About 60 years. It's gaining strength. Most socialists, here's what they want, favor peaceful and legal methods to achieve their goals. That's the route we're going down. Let's try to keep it, as peaceful as we can, and we can do it through the court system to where we finally end up with just a few of us ruling the many. Communists have often used force without regard to law. I see some of that too. You're like, that's why I told you, what's the diff? Old Karl Marx believed the only way to ensure a happy, harmonious society was to put the workers in control. It sounds wonderful. He taught that history follows certain unchangeable laws as it advances from one stage to the next. Now he's claiming he's the world's lawgiver, and he's appointed himself as the one lawgiver and judge instead of God. These philosophers will literally say, I will give the laws and I will force the population to obey them, and society will be full of harmonious, happy people. Communism, Marx declared, is the highest and final stage of development. I walked out there one day, right up the hill there. There was an old shed there, and I'd already made plans to do it. I said, I'm going to build duck calls out of this shed. I don't know who put this shed here, but I looked around, said I might have to put some floor joists, but I think it'll work. And as a capitalist, I started building duck calls right up there. You said, you call anybody and tell them you were going into business? Nope. I borrowed $25,000 from the local banker, told him what I wanted. Some guy signed my note for me, said, if you lose it, I'll pay for it, but you're not going to lose it. You're going to do well, Robinson, building duck calls. I said, thanks for the encouragement. I started that company of mine right up there. You say, what happened? Private ownership of business. I dreamed it up. I started it, decided how much I wanted to invest in it, did it, started hiring my sons first, then some of the brothers, hired Jase first, then I hired Cy, blood kin, nepotism rules with the duck men. Then I hired old John Godwin, one of our converts to Jesus. So if you were godly, you had a chance to work here. If you were ungodly, and if we couldn't convert you, hit the road. You say, what happened with that, with private ownership of that field? Maybe a multi-millionaire. You say, how long did it take? 35 years. I trusted in capitalism. I trusted in God, and I worked hard. Can't get ahead under communism and socialism working hard. You won't turn out ever to be a multimillionaire, ever. Not possible. Only the ruling class get the money. They dictate to everyone else and send everybody a check. They don't vary too much. Until next time.